morning, or whatever time of day it is that you've decided to join this practice, yoga practice here, Long Swim. So begin by standing. With no music, so the music will be the sound of your breath, and focusing on where you gaze. This will bring your attention and focus inwards. It'll stop that mind from drifting away somewhere else. So begin by toes together, heels slightly apart. Practice will be similar to weeks. I change it slightly every week. So the asanas should be becoming familiar, and you can connect to your breath more than perhaps the assists or instructions that I give you. So you can inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, gently exhale. Close your mouth as you're exhaling. No restriction to the throat. Now breathe in and out of your nose. So there's a soft, smooth sound, a little grasping sensation at the throat. So the sounds more in the throat and chest rather than your nasal cavities there. Standing top of your mat. Surya Namaskar A and B, sun salutes A and B. Wherever you are in your breath, take an exhale. Inhale, raising your hands to the ceiling, ribs in, goes to your thumbs. And you listen to that inhale finishes. Exhale, folding forward. Exhale, exhale. Just where your forward fold goes. On your inhale, I slow this down. There's less movement here. The inhale finishes. You can exhale your hands back to the floor. You can walk or step your own way. You can come to chaturanga or perhaps to the floor. Inhale, come to bhujangasana. It's cobra pose or it's up dog if you were in a previous pose. And exhale perhaps through your knees or straight through down, hips up and to down dog. Spread your fingers, spread your toes, or stay for 5 breaths. You can have your knees bent. Take pressure off your back. Relaxing your heels to the floor. Put some weight into the length of your fingers. A couple more breaths here. Try and straighten your arms and broaden your shoulders. Another breath, inhale. Exhale, prepare to come top of your mat so you can bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Exhale, hip to your forward fold. And inhale, listening to your breath, inhale, inhale, hands touch. Exhaling, back to Samasthiti. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, Urdhva inhale, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Completely inhale, exhale, walk, step, into chaturanga or to the floor. Inhale, Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog. And exhale, in your way to down dog. Adjust perhaps. Fingers are spread. Listening to the sound of the breath. And gazing down the bridge of your nose. 3. Inhale for 5. Exhale, prepare to come top of your mat. Inhale, walk, step, float to the top in your own time. Exhale, fold forward. Listen to the breath as you're exhaling. Inhaling, raising, inhaling. Listen to the breath, inhale. Finishes, exhale. One more version 8. Inhale, 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 and touch. Inhale, exhale, folding, exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, rise slightly. A bit slower, still inhaling, inhale finishes, exhale, walk, step, exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, dog, inhale, inhale, and exhale, exhale. Come to your down dog. Some stillness, listening to your breath. Perhaps you internally rotate your thighs and widen your sitting bones. Drag your sitting bones up to the ceiling as your heels gravitate closer to the floor. Exhaling, 4, last breath. On your exhale, prepare to come top of your mat to bend knees, look forward. Inhale, top of your mat, walk, step, jump, float. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise your hands as you extend. Continue listening to your breath. And exhale, Samasthiti. Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, bend knees and come into Utkatasana. This little chair position. Exhale, back to Uttanasana. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana, slightly. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Savasana. Exhale, Ardha Mukha, downward facing dog. Ground your left heel, step your right foot between your hands. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1, raise hands, face thumbs. Inhale, finishes. Exhale, hands back to the floor. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to down dog. Rounding your right heel, step your left foot forward. Raise arms, Warrior 1, left side. Exhale, back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Savasana. And exhale to down dog. Spread fingers, make a slight adjustments perhaps. And then try and be still. Observing the sound of your breath. Two more breaths. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 5. Exhale, prepare, perhaps bend knees. Inhale, come top of your mat as you lengthen, look forward. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, bend knees to Utkatasana, fierce position. And exhale, Samasthiti. One more, inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhaling, inhaling. Exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. Exhaling, down dog, exhale. Round left heel, exhale. Inhale, right foot steps. Inhale, inhale, and touch. Exhale, back to the floor, exhale, exhale. Inhale, up dog, chest through, back. Exhaling, exhaling to down dog, round right heel. Inhale, left foot steps, inhale, inhale, raise hands, inhale, finishes. Exhale, 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 inhale, up dog. And exhale to down dog, 5 breaths. So there's a broadening of your shoulder blades away from each other, the grounding of the length of your fingers, a relaxing of the heels to the floor, knees bent or straight, a light internal rotation of your thighs. One more breath. Exhale, prepare, look forward, inhale, walk, step, maybe float to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend knees to Utkatasana. And exhale to Samasthiti. Hands to your waist and then inhale, just stepping your feet hip width apart. Raise your heart to the ceiling. Padangusthasana. So as you exhale, fold forward. Exhale, still listening to the breath. Exhale, exhale. Grab your big toes. Excuse me. Inhale, rise halfway, extend, look forward. And exhale, forward fold, elbows out. To your forward fold, maybe you're holding your elbows or your ankles or shins or calves. Some weight forward of your heels. Knees can be bent. They're straight, kneecaps slightly up, belly in, shoulders to hips, heart forward. Another breath. Exhale. Inhale, rise slightly. If you're holding your elbows, just swap them around. Repeat or go slightly deeper. Padahastasana. Toes to the crease of your wrists. Palms underneath your feet, and exhale for 5 breaths. So lightly internally rotate your thighs, feeling your sitting bones widen. And jack the sitting bones to the ceiling. Extend your heart forward and your pubic bone back away from your heart towards the ceiling. 2 more breaths. Exhale for 5. One inhale, rise halfway, extending forward. Exhale, hands to your waist, bend knees if you choose, take pressure off your back. Inhale, rise. And exhale, feet together into some stick to your top of your mat. Inhale, step your right foot back, listen to breath. Inhale, turn your feet. Left heel out, right heel in. Inhale. And exhale, reach hand out and come into Trikonasana triangle pose. Hand onto your thigh, shin, ankle, or big toe perhaps. Turn your heart up to the ceiling. 4 more breaths. Extend your heart forward. Maybe you turn, gaze up to the raised hand. Listen to your breath. Exhaling for 3, 2 more breaths. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5, look down. Inhale, rise and turn feet. That's all inhale. Still inhaling, listening to that breath. Inhale, inhale, it's white as no music. Exhale into Trikonasana. 5 breaths. Heart extended forward away from that rear leg, that right leg. Heart turning up to the ceiling. Gaze. Venture to your hand perhaps, or perhaps it's the floor today. 2 more breaths. On exhale, you're welcome to look down for your balance. And inhale, rise. Turn feet. Turn back to the other back of your mat. Square your hips, hands to your waist. Raise your left hand. And exhale, fold. Placing your hand onto your thigh, shin, ankle, fingertips to the floor, or face forward. Perhaps the fingertips on the outside. Or maybe hand to the floor. Raise the other hand, Parvita Trikonasana. 4 more breaths. Turn your heart up to the ceiling. Extend your heart forward as your right hip goes back. Squeeze my back. Bring lengthen your torso. And there's this relationship between your shoulders and your hips here. As you ground over your heel. On your next exhale, look down. Inhale, rise. Turn your feet, square hips. So your hips are not open, they're squared to the top of your mat. Exhale, enter Parvita Trikonasana. The other side. Shoulders away from each other. Heart turning to the ceiling. Exhale for 3. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 5. Exhale, look down. Perhaps. Inhale, strong legs, hands out to a T. And exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale. Step back slightly longer stance, ankles below your wrists. Turn your left heel out, right heel in. And exhale, extend the side ankle pose, bend that front knee. Elbow onto knee, extend hand. Options if you choose, if you need to, hand to the ceiling. Otherwise, extended hand away from the ankle. So your left hand reaching away from that left ankle, your heart turning up the ceiling. If you're available, look under your armpit or roll your eyes up towards that hand. This is a strong practice for you, or stay here. Otherwise, you can bring your hand onto the floor, onto a block. So there, I'll just demonstrate this version here. It's quite nice to be here rather than turning your heart down perhaps to go deeper. Make it about this opening and lengthening the side, extended siding of the pose. When you exhale, look down. Inhale, rise, hands to a T as you turn your feet. That's the inhale. Exhale, come to your expression of the pose on the other side. 4 more breaths. So broaden your shoulders. Turn the palm down towards the floor as the shoulders widen. And you extend that raised hand away from the rear ankle. 1 more breath here. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise. Turn your feet. And exhale, lower the left knee to the floor. Set that left knee to the floor. Inhale, raise that left elbow, left hand. Exhale, bring the left hand on the outside of the right knee. Hands in prayer position. This can be enough. Turn your heart to the ceiling, straighten the leg. If available, perhaps your hands to the floor, the ceiling, or extend it forward. There's this relationship between the shoulders and hips, the armpit towards that knee. For 3, 2 more breaths. Belly's engaged and heart extended. On your exhale, look down. As you exhale for 5, inhale, rise, strong legs. Hands out to a T, turn to the other side. Lower your right knee. Raise your right hand. Exhale. Armpit towards the knee. Hands in prayer position, turn your heart to the ceiling. Or straighten the rear leg. Extend your heart forward. Maybe look up over that right shoulder. With your hands in the air. Looking up under the armpit or to the hand. One more breath. On your exhale, look down. Inhale, rise. Open your hands to a T. And exhale, step top your mat into Samastiti. Inhale, step your foot back again, right foot back. Hands out to a T. Bring your hands to your waist. Pause a little, do 3 versions here. Inhale, raise your heart to the ceiling. Outside the edge of your feet are parallel to each other. And exhale, folding forward. Hands onto your thighs, shins, ankles, or the floor, or blocks. Inhale, to create a length here of your spine, heart forward. Long back of the neck, and then exhale. Elbows in, line with your wrists and your shoulders. With some weight forward of your heels. Ground your heels. You'll feel a little internal rotation with the thighs and narrowing of the front of the hips. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Exhale for 5. Inhale, rise just halfway. Exhale, your hands to your waist. You can bend knees if you choose. Inhale, rise. Raise your hands to the ceiling. Your thumbs, ribs in. Exhale, exhale, listen to your breath. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back and place your fingers. Inhale, lengthen. Length, this breath is what you're listening to. And exhaling, holding forward, exhale. Hands away from the small of your back as you fold forward. 5 breaths. Exhale. Exhaling for 3. Internal rotation, thighs, belly in. Last breath. Exhale 5. Bend knees if you choose one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your waist. Still listening to that sound of breath. Inhale. Exhale, folding hands this time on your thighs, shins for version D, ankles, peace fingers wrapping around your big toes. Inhale, lengthen forward. And exhale, folding. Elbows out, slightly back. shoulders away from the floor towards your hips as your heart and back of your neck towards the floor or forward. Some more breaths. Last breath. Exhale. Inhale, rise, just straighten your arms, tail bend. Exhale, release your hands to your waist. Inhale, rise, standing, open your hands to the T. Still inhale finishes. Exhale, stand on top of your mat, Samastiti. Little balance today. Just as Vrikshasana, so weight to your left leg. Inhale, bend your right and open. The foot can be on the floor, below your knee or above your knee. Hands to your waist. Stay here or bring your hands to your heart center. Stay here or bring your hands over your head. Three more breaths. So that right knee goes back, but the right hip forward. So there's an opening of this knee and hip, opening that right hip. Another breath. Inhale. Exhale your hands to heart center if they were over your head. Inhale. Exhale, everybody hands to your waist. Bring your knee in. Just for 3 breaths, extend. Lower that right hip. Internally rotate, point your toe. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And inhale for 3. Lengthen. And exhale, lowering down. Other side. Inhale, bend your left leg. Open. Same position as on the other side. Your hands, same as the other side. Listening to your breath. Pick a spot on the floor in front of you for your balance. One more breath. Inhale for 5. Exhale, lower your hands if they're over your head. Inhale. Exhale your hands to your waist. Inhale, bring your knee to center. And extend. 3 breaths. Lower that left hip. Extend your heart. Try not to lean back. Forward. For 2. Inhale. And exhale. Vinyasa to Utkatasana. Inhale, raise hands, gaze to thumbs. Exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog. Exhale to a downward dog. Prepare, bend knees, look forward. Inhale, come top of your mat. Into our toes and heels slightly apart in this Utkatasana, this chair position, fierce pose. Hands up hard and together. Weight even between your balls of your feet and your heels. Lower abdomen in, tuck your tailbone under, and broaden your shoulder blades. 3, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. For 5. And exhale, folding forward, placing your hands onto the floor, palms flat. Walk your feet back, bend your knees. Bring some weight to your hands. Superbadakasana, balance on your arms, go there. Otherwise, you can just raise your heels off the ground. This can be enough. Bend your elbows, knees in the back of your triceps, weight, look forward. That can be enough. A few more breaths. Maybe feet off the ground, perhaps begin to straighten your arms. 2 more breaths. And inhale for 5. And exhale, lower your feet or walk or step or jump back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Round left heel. Inhale, step your right foot forward for warrior 1. And raise hands, gaze with thumbs. For 5 breaths. Just really think of grounding the outside of the feet, still listening to the breath. raising of the heels to the outside edge, knife edge, pushing the floor, the left hip forward, on this side with the right foot forward, belly in, 2 more breaths, inhale, shoulders opening, inhale for 5, exhale, open up the warrior 2, so inhale today, open, exhale, so hips open, walk the rear leg back slightly, the knee towards the little toe, so it's directly over your ankle, the front thigh, not too low, and the maximum eventually just above parallel, spine directly over your hips, so rather than leaning forward, look over middle finger, 3, 2 more breaths, inhale for 5, exhaling, so just swing with your hands to the front, raise your rear heel, that's the inhale, exhale, step back to chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale to down dog, and your right heel, step your left foot forward, raise arms, just swap so you can see this side, if you're looking at the screen, once again, as you're breathing, listen to your breath, outside edge, now the right hip closes the hips, the belly in, must be 2, 3 more breaths, the shoulders broaden, biceps away from each other, hands can be apart or together, 2 more breaths, it's a strong rear leg, bend, last breath, inhale, and exhale, then we'll come to warrior 2, so open your hands, open your hips, widen your stance, continue with that front knee towards the little toe, so it's over your ankle, don't lean forward, try and come back to center, engage middle finger, 3 more breaths, last breath coming up, inhale for 5, exhale, it's going to come to the floor, so this vinyasa, so inhale, middle hands, raise heel, exhale, chaturanga dandasana, inhale, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog, exhale to downward facing dog, you can bend your knees, you can walk, step, jump through, or easy version, just bring one leg, the other, sit, extend legs forward, for dandasana. Maybe you have a towel or a blanket today. Arms onto the floor, fingers forward, tall. Sternum up. Lower your chin to your chest, the back of your neck towards the ceiling. 3. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Exhale. Gently rotate thighs, knees. Reach for your knees, shins, ankles, floor, toes. Take an inhale, lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. Heart towards your toes. Back of your neck long. So it's the crown of your head that's reaching forward. Abdomen in. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. 2 more breaths. So at the hips, turn them in to bring your feet to the front, flat, to imaginary wall, so the balls of your feet are forward. Last breath. Inhale, rise halfway. Repeat, we'll go deeper. The thumb may be the base of where the joint is with the thumb. And exhale, helping turn your balls of your feet forward. Heart forward. Pubic bone tucks back, away from your heels. Your sitting bones jack back, away from your heels. As your heart reaches. But the back of the neck is also long. No creases in the back of your neck. One more breath. Inhale for 5. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Move the top if you have a blanket or towel. Then exhale, straight. We're going to bring your hands back behind you. We're stretching the front of the body. So you can Stay here and lift your heart to the ceiling. Bend your knees where your heels were. Come into a tabletop, or legs straight on the floor into Untitled. Look up or back. 4 more breaths. Open shoulders, chest to the ceiling, thumb and index finger to the floor. Internal rotation of thighs. 2 more. Inhale for 5. Exhale as you inhale forward. And exhale, gently lowering down. Just a little bit of a strength work in the core, lower abdomen, preparing for stability and balances and inversion. So in the vinyasa, so when you inhale, slide your hips back and up, look forward. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. And exhale, lowering down. Janakishasana. Inhale, bend your right leg. Open. Keep that right hip forward as you open with this version. Perhaps you like a knee or block under that, ankle or block under the knee. And exhale, folding forward. Your navel and knee away from each other, your heart towards your big toe. Your navel towards your straight leg. Exhale for 5. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale. Knee in, extend. Once again, we're going to slide our hips back just for a breath or 2, and lifting one leg. So it'll be so it's not up. I want you to slide back. So it's a back slide and raise one leg. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. And back down. Janakishasana on the left side. Inhale, bend your left leg, open, knee, navel, prepare. And exhale, forward fold. Navel towards the straight leg, shoulders open. Four, listen to that breath. There's no music today, it's constraining the breath. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale as you rise and draw your knee in. Once again, so just emphasis on not just raising your leg, but moving your hips back first and raise. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Up and down, and when you finish, coming down from Asana A and C. Bend your right leg, heel and toe. So just bring the right leg, heel and toe out. Place your left hand behind you. Inhale, raise your right hand. Exhale, fold. This can be enough. If you combine that shin and then catch the hand behind you and fold, perhaps. Stay up. Your knee of the straight leg towards the ceiling, but relax both hips. Open the shoulders and hips. There's a compression perhaps in that the right hip there as you're binding it. 2 more breaths. Exhale for 5. Inhale, rise into the fold. Exhale, release. Walk your foot to your thigh or knee. Bring your right hand back. Inhale, raise your left hand. Exhale, hug the knee can be enough, or elbow on the outside. Heart to the ceiling. Exhale, turn to the back wall. Exhaling again for 2. So each inhale, think tall, heart to the ceiling. Exhale. 4, 1 more breath. Inhale, tall. Exhale, slightly deepen back, perhaps deepen the twist. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, release. And this time, inhale, crossing your ankles, knees together rather than apart, and rolling over, preparing for Lalasana. Just the lower leg will stay on the floor. You raise your hips and your upper heel into the sitting bone. Just for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Try and straighten your arms. Look forward. Exhale 2. Belly in. Look forward. Exhale 3. Gently lowering down. Straighten your legs. Readjust the ANC from the left side. So bend your left leg. Step slightly out. Heel toe out. Right hand behind you as you raise. Exhale. Bind. Open chest. Knee to the ceiling of the straight right leg. Hold perhaps. Exhale for 3. Listening to your breath. 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, rise, release your hands. Place your left hand behind you, walk your left foot in. Inhale, raise your right hand. Hug the knee or elbow on the outside, whichever one you choose. Think tall. Inhale, exhale, turning back to the wall behind you. One more, inhale. Exhale. Belly in, inhale, chest up, shoulders down. Exhale for 3. One more breath. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, release. Cross your legs the other way. Roll over. All over your chest. And the opposite leg, so it'll be the other leg down and up. And inhale. Heel to the sitting bone of the raised leg. Lower leg helping you look forward. Straightening your arms. Belly in. Exhale for 2. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Lowering down. Navasana. Both poses. So inhale, raise feet. So options here are bring your feet toes slightly on the floor, belly engaged, shins parallel to the floor, or legs straight. Your hands under the knees to take pressure off your lower back, or have your hands out. Light internal rotation, knees up rather than out. 4, one breath, inhale. Exhale 5, cross your ankles, roll over your heels, knees to the floor. And trying to lift everything just for breath. So exhale, fold, heels to the backside, 2 sit bones. Inhale, lift, pause here. Everything's off the ground perhaps or not. Exhale, lower, and come back to Navasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Exhale 2. Rotate feet, heart up, shoulders down. Exhale 4. Another breath. Inhale. Exhale, cross your legs the other way, rolling over. Keep your knees narrow. Exhale, hands up between your knees and your hips. Inhale, lift, heels and knees. Engage belly, pause. Exhale, lower. Navasana, inhale. Last one. Exhale 1. Lift your heart, exhale 2. Exhale 3. Exhale 4. Last breath, inhale. And exhale, lowering your feet. And we'll put all together into a nicknamed vinyasa, but it's actually 6 vinyasas here. So, blocks, if you haven't, if you're able to do it on the floor. So, Inhale, lift, cross legs, inhale, and perhaps slide through or walk or duck walk. On your exhale, walk, step or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale to an upward facing dog, chest through, shoulders back. Exhale to down dog. And lower your knees to the floor. So just going to work just for a couple of breaths on this jump through. So just looking here. So the intention is to jump through, but have your hands grounded. I'm going to do just 5 breaths, 5 little jumps. So you'll have an option to jump where you choose, but I'd like you to be able to control the jump. So if I jump high into the air with my hips, I want to control it so I land only a foot rather than somewhere forward. So it'll be inhale up and down. If you can control that with this strength of your arms and torso and belly, core strength, then you begin to go further, go higher, come closer. That doesn't mean better. Unless you can control it back here, then you move further and further, and then perhaps you can lift real high, come closer, and then high, perhaps crossing your legs. And then high, crossing your legs the other way. Okay, so 5 times. Blocks or no blocks. Take your toes under, inhale. Exhale to down dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend knees, look forward. Hips to the ceiling, strong hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, just a foot forward. Step back. Inhale. Exhale, prepare, bend knees, look forward again or deeper. Inhale, be control. I'll just keep doing these short ones. They're great for you. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, bend knees. Lift hips to ceiling and lightly lower your feet. Again. Exhale, bend knees. Inhale, lift. Coming down. Step back. Inhale. Exhale, 4, bend knees, look forward. Inhale, lift, and control. Strong arms. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, bend knees. Inhale, lift, and back down. And step through, walk through, back to seated. Superbadakanasana. You know, blanket or towel. Soles of your feet together. Heart to the ceiling. So you can interlace your fingers here, you can hold your big toes, or maybe open your feet like a book. Create some tallness. 2 more breaths here. 3, 2 more. Inhale for 5. Still listening to this breath throughout the practice. Exhale. Inhale, raise your chin, extend your heart forward, look forward. Exhale, bring your heart towards that spot that you're looking at as you fold forward. With a nice long spine, shoulders to your hips, elbows relaxed, heart forward. So you're trying to reach your chest a metre forward of your feet. You're relaxing your knees to the floor. Allowing your hips to relax and open, belly's engaged for 3, 2 more. Exhale for 5. Inhale, rise. As those previous 2 were extending the spine, now we're going to flex the spine. So move your prop. So the previous 2 are extending, and now you're going to posteriorly or to the rear, tilt your hips. Flex your spine as opposed to extend your lumbar, thoracic, cervical spine, and come to your forward fold with your fold. It may not touch your feet, it can be up high perhaps, or perhaps it's low. So 2, 3 more breaths. Exhale for 5. Inhale, rise. Draw your knees together. Exhale. Blocks if you have them. So those 6 vinyasas, or nicknamed as vinyasa. Inhale, inhale, crossing, inhale, lift. Exhale, lowering, exhaling to chaturanga. Inhaling for 3 upward dog. Exhaling for downward dog for 4. Bend knees, look forward. Inhale, jump, walk, step in your own way. Come to seated, and exhale, Dandasana. Superbadakanasana. So maybe you have a towel or a blanket again, feet wide, nice and tall, sternum up, and exhale, folding, lengthen your spine, so it's extending. Maybe you walk your hands forward, so your belly to the floor first, not your head, then your chest, then your head perhaps. So wherever you are, nice and long to the spine, legs are engaged, kneecaps up. Exhale for 3, 2 more breaths. Exhale 5. Inhale, rise. If you have a prop, come off your prop, remove it. Raise your hands, core strength again. Inhale, raise feet, catch feet. Perhaps you catch your calves or under your knees, maybe your knees are bent. If you catch your feet, grab them on the outside, point your toes hard up to the ceiling for 1. You go slightly forward and up for 2. 3. Abdomen in, sternum up. Must be 4. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, feet together. Hands to the floor. You can lower them. And do just a vinyasa just to down dog. So inhale, cross legs. Easy version is to bring your feet in, still engaging your belly as you roll forward onto blocks or the floor. Exhale, walk, step, float, jump back. Inhale, up dog or cobra, perhaps knees on the ground and belly. Exhale to down dog. Just pause here, take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, and then when you inhale, bring your knees to the floor. You're halfway, 2/3 up the mat. And so back bends today will be a Strasana, like last week. So your knees hip width apart. Inhale, rise. Bring your feet hip width apart. Take your toes under or point your toes. Your hands can be at your waist or at the back of your legs. Internally rotate, thighs in, opening your sacrum, engage belly, lengthening your lumbar spine. Inhale, look up, sternum up. Exhale, perhaps back beat 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 2. Try to bring your hips over your knees. Sternum, your heart, extending up and back. And try to lengthen the back of your body as well as the front, so you're not crunching into your lower back. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale, rise, look forward. And exhale, try and lower vertically. Strengthen your legs. And come to child's pose. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, rise. Maintain this vertical position, not leaning forward, strong legs. Inhale, rise into your knees. Knees hip width and feet, tuck your toes under. Inhale, lengthen your heart to the ceiling, look forward. Exhale, if available, release your hands to your heels or just repeat the previous asana. Inhale, lengthen the heart. And exhale for 1 to Astrasana here. Inhale, hips forward, belly in, heart tilts back, the back of your heart also extending back. 3, 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhaling. Inhale, rise. Maintain the vertical spine. Exhale, 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 and child's pose, 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhaling. Inhale, walking your hands back. Tall spine. Inhale. So rather than folding forward and rise, try and use your legs nice and strong. Last one. Bring your hands out. Turn your palms back. You can grab your elbows or reverse prayer behind your back. Fingers up, tips up. Palms together. Inhale, lengthen. And exhaling to your back. 4 more breaths. Continue to rotate thighs, widen heels. 3 more breaths. Exhaling for 5. Inhale, rise, look forward. Once again, vertical spine. Exhale, exhale. Down and child's pose, 2 breaths. One more breath. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Bring your hands to the knees, tuck your toes under. Exhale. Inhale. Fingers to the floor and exhale to down dog. Counter pose will be Masana or Ardha Masana in squat. So walk your feet to your hands. Heel and toe your feet to the outside of the mat perhaps. And come into a squat. If you struggle with your heels grounded, then roll up your mat or even have a block under your heels. Ground your heels. Come into your squat. Heart up and pubic bone down. Belly in, chest up. 8 more breaths. Shoulders down, heart up, back of your neck. Remove those creases. Five more breaths. So listen to the breath. 4. One more for 10. Inhale. Then exhaling. Release. Lower and roll your mat. We use it. Put your back for shoulder stand. So like inhale. Just going to finish with a shoulder stand and closing. Exhale with your back. Keep the ceiling. You can stay here and get to Karani, perhaps a block under your hips. Can be quite nice. If you're not inverting, otherwise the block can be removed. Remove hips. You can have a blanket under your shoulders. So if you're feeling your lower neck vertebra pushing to the floor, have 1, 2 or 3 blankets. Adjust your hands. Reach your feet to the ceiling. Look up. Internally rotate thighs. Listen to your breath. Control the breath. So 5 more breaths. Time to time, maybe reach your feet higher and adjust your hands. Fingertips pointing towards the ceiling. Open your shoulders. 4 more breaths. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your feet towards the floor over your head. If you want to block, stay there. If your feet touch the floor, you can release your hands, interlace your hands perhaps. If they don't, keep your hands on the small of your back. Engage your quads, lift for halasana. Few more breaths here. Another breath. Then we come to Karmapindasana. So, on your exhale, knees to your forehead or beside your ears, point your toes. If you want to block, stay there, we'll meet you shortly. Another breath. Release your hands, palms down, using the brakes, and gently rolling down vertebra by vertebra. And next to the floor, you bend your knees, straighten one leg and the other. And come in a version of nice in our fish pose, or Matsyasana I should say. And come into your elbows, raise your hearts to the ceiling. And top of your head on the floor. If your head doesn't touch the floor, walk your hands close to your ankles. Engage quads and belly. Light to elbows. Still listening to this breath. One more breath. Weight onto your elbows. Inhale, rise, look forward. And exhale, gently vertebra by vertebra, going to the ground. Raise your feet to the ceiling. Move your block, anything you have there. And then hold your elbows or your feet to happy baby. A couple more breaths here. And then bring your feet together into the floor, into Superbadakanasana, a reclined cobbler's pose here. So relaxing hips open. Then maybe lift your hips and tuck your tailbone under and lower your hips. Lift your head, lengthen back your neck, lower your head, shoulders to the floor. Allow your biceps. We have our palm by our waist today. Observing the palms open to the ceiling because we're allowing the shoulders to relax and open and the biceps to roll out and the forearms to roll out rather than just turning the wrists. Relaxing the whole body. Aware of the breath. Through the practice. A little restriction at the throat and the lower abdomen was drawn in. On your next inhale, bring your knees together. Heel and toe your feet to the outside of the mat. Lift and wobble your hips, release your lower back. Then relax here as you're internally rotating your thighs lightly and the rest of your body relaxing. Stay for resting for a few more minutes, or you can walk your feet together, straighten your legs and come into Shavasana. We'll stay from these things quite nicely low back. So remove the restriction at the throat, come to a natural quiet breath. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, a soft, gentle sigh out. Softly. One more, inhale through your nose. Exhale. And just allow whatever shape you now have on the mat to be. and I'll be back with you shortly. Get home and you want to lay longer, come to seated and come to sitting and breathing. So that otherwise we'll close. Those are really bring attention to your hands and feet, bring some movement here by wiggling your fingertips and toes, ankles, wrists. Perhaps you raise your hands over your head for a bit of a stretch. You're welcome to hug your knees in, twist, bend, stretch, or continue laying or observing your breath. And when you're ready, raise your right hand over your head, bend your knees, roll to your right side. Just stay on your right side just for a couple of breaths as you rest your ear onto your bicep. You're coming up and closing, and your own way, make your way up to a seated position of your choice, sitting up nice and tall. So you're tall, lower abdomen slightly in, hands in prayer position, and chanting Om to close. Joining in to listen wherever you are on your breath, take an exhale, inhaling together. Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere attain happiness, may all beings everywhere attain freedom. And happiness is being content. Freedom is from that dialogue and chatter in your mind, so that practice today, if you're listening to that breath and lower abdomen, that awareness, that focus, creates freedom. Thank you once again for having me on teaching you or taking this practice of yoga. Have a lovely day and see you next time. Namaste.